Oh yeah, that's right.
A non-flat glider is designed to be, that airfoil is designed to be very efficient at a wide range of angles of attack. A flat airfoil is designed to be efficient at a very narrow angle of attack, so you just have to change the angle of attack. But as you change speed, you maintain the angle of attack by just changing the flaps. If I want to go faster, I go negative, and the flaps go up, lowering the angle of the wing. So that's kind of the whole design of that. The whole idea of it is instead of making the wing decent at the whole range, I'll make it really good at a really narrow angle. So what ends up happening with flat gliders, like driving a stick, when you first learn how to fly one, you'll suck at it for like 50 hours because it takes a while to get to where you're efficient.
Sure.
Okay. What's that?
Open. Hooking you up.
All right.
Close.
Close. Okay. We're doing the patterns. We'll be right back, and we'll land and clear to the left, and you can go and bring him out. We'll land above him. We can launch him right behind us. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. Okay. So let's see. Altimeter says this one's a little off. 780. I'm in locked. Okay. Belts are fastened and tight. No ballast. Controls free and clear. Cable was inspected. Speed brakes locked. Canopies are locked. Die brakes locked. Looks good. Winds are light, fairly variable. All right. And the trim is pretty much in neutral. You ready to go? Yeah, give him a thumbs up. Level the wings up. Okay. And push your side vent closed. Give you a little air scoop. Okay. Okay. Waggle them up. There we go. Dragging the tail again? Yeah, a little bit. We don't really have much of an option because we're so heavy in this thing, you and the two of us in here. The two of us in here are heavy enough that we almost have to kind of pull it back to get it muscled into the air, because if we waited long enough, we'd be taking off the same time he did. In fact, it seemed like that was a longer roll than I'm used to with Gary. I mean, you probably have, what, 20, 30 pounds maybe on Gary? Yeah, I'm about 235 or so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Gary would go 200, I don't think, but I don't know. So yeah, that would make, okay, well, to 1,000? Yeah, we'll do a pattern. Okay. We're going to bounce off from there if you want. Okay, ready to go? Yep. Do another, yeah, we'll just square this up. We'll try to give him a minute to get on the ground, so we can try to get the operation moving as much as we can here. That thing's probably 15 miles, 10 miles away, maybe.
Think so? Yeah, I'd say probably 10 at least. I don't know, is it that far?
Yeah, I'd say 8 to 10. 10 miles away. It can't be moving more than 5 knots. Even if it was moving 10, I don't know. I still think we got a half an hour. I think it's chances of it rating itself out before it gets to us is significant.
Kind of late in the day.
Yeah. We'll go and roll to the left. Hopefully it'll go south of us. We don't get any rain. Because if our field gets any water at all, we're freaking finished for the day. So
it doesn't have a whole lot left in it.
No. It's absorbed all it can absorb. I don't see the Pawnee.
No, nor do I.
He's probably on the base leg down there somewhere.
I do not see him.
Ah, I got him. He's on the base. 1 o'clock low. Just right to the nose.
I got him.
Alright, let's come right a little bit. Since we're kind of widening out a little bit more than we want. So I run the before landing checklist.
Okay. Let's see. Flaps. All set. We don't have landing carriages up and welded. You say speed per power. We're going to do about 55 knots. Trim sets. Okay. And looking good. Traffic. We got our traffic out there, and about 55 knots, and boards are in at the moment.
I'll look for traffic landing glider. I see he's rolling out. We'll land over above him and roll clear to the left. So
okay.
There's our touchdown point.
Okay. Boards opening up.
Yeah, just a little bit more with him. Okay, yeah, it's halfway right out there. Resist the urge to turn early. Keep going straight. Remember, we go until the runway is 45 degrees back off the wing. So
that's right. So right about, maybe about there.
As soon as you pull them, just kind of get that speed dialed in.
Okay.
Adjust your trim if you need to.
Okay.
Nice and coordinated. The off string. Remember, resist the urge to pull up right here. Remember, keep that 55. Looks clear.
Looks clear. We're going to land over the top.
Nice and coordinated. Get that yaw string straight. Bent nose down. Open the brakes up a little bit more. So we can open the brakes up and raise the nose and keep our descent rate the same while we slow down. Does that make sense?
Right.
I call it the Cobra.
Right.
Hold what you got. A little bit of right rudder to straighten us out.
In the mud, didn't I?
If we get stuck, you can tell that you can pay for post tow. So see how that little bit of breeze, see how it wanted to throw the airplane over this direction?
Yeah.
So after you touch down, you'll find this when you review this video, actually, probably. So yeah, it took a little bit of right rudder because we're coming down.
We got you.
We're coming down.
Yeah, that's Bell to the east. It's about 2 miles away.
We're coming down final, and stop trying to talk on your handheld. That's what they're doing. These dudes he has his handheld on. Turn your handheld off. So so your nose is to the left because the wind is you're crabbed to maintain center line coming down the final course. And then so when we stepped on the right rudder towards the end, so a little bit of right rudder in to straighten out the airplane longitudinally with the runway. So when you do that, it might end up having to put just a tiny bit of bank into the wind just to give yourself to tilt the horizontal, tilt your lift vector just a little bit into the wind to kind of stop it from drifting.
Okay.
When you do that, so when you touch down, and we already said the winds are from the left, so when we touch down, the tendency is going to be for the wind to the biggest thing it sees is the tail. It's going to hit the tail and try to blow the nose to the left.
Okay.
So in a cross-wind landing like that, you've got to remember the biggest thing that's going to happen is it's going to try to go right into the wind as soon as it touches down.
And it pretty much did.
Yeah, and you can see that as when you'll hear on the thing when I started saying right rudder, because I thought you were doing it, and I felt the pedals, and you were neutral. So the plane was coming over here. So this thing is a big tank, so it doesn't do it a lot. In a single seat glider, what can happen there is it'll come over, and your center of gravity's back here by the wheel. Well, there's a lot of weight on the tail. Well, once you get this turn started, the tail starts coming around and pivoting off of the main. Next thing you know, the airplane's pivoting all the way around.
You're looping.
The right wing would go down, and catch the right wing and cartwheel over.
Yeah.
Shall we put it in?
We'll take it now. We'll try to get one more.
Because it's just going to...
I think they've got it. I think.